Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir. Good evening. How are you?
Yeah, Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. How about you?
I'm also good. Glory to God.
Okay, great. Okay, and hope you get all first class material. Yeah.
Yes, I've got all of the materials and the practice codes. But sir, you remember that I asked you for that code for machine learning exploration of money, and you said that you shall send me, but you didn't.
Oh yes, I will send you that. No problem. Okay, no problem. I will send you this
Oh,
code. You also try to practice. So
okay.
basically, today's session I discuss about that how we can easily process the drone data. Okay. Suppose I
Yes.
just use my drone. Suppose this is my drone. So this drone I simply use. So basically there are a lot of process for flying process of drone. So we are just horizontally or vertical and also circle. So different types of motion we need to flying our drone, and further we need to take the capture the picture. And when you capture the picture, then you also need to apply the different types of process. Suppose we need to take the overlay image, more than 65% overlay. Okay, suppose I take the one image, then I take the another image, overlay the all of images step by step. So I'll try to show you that all of process, then how we can easily use the drone data, and further this drone data how we can easily convert into geotip file format, and also use the Google Earth engine or other geospatial software. Step by step I will try to show you that. So then I hope you can easily get the idea, and further you can easily take the any drone imagery, go to the field and take the drone imagery, and then you can easily use in your own software, no problem. So let's go. So let me share my screen. Just a minute.
Yes.
Okay, can you see my screen? Okay, is it visible?
Yes. Yes.
So basically, today's session we discuss about that free drone data workflow. So basically, when you work with drone imagery, we need to use the different types of commercial software. Okay, it's very high expensive. Okay, so basically for different types of industrial or different types of organization, they can easily use this type of very high commercial software to process the drone data. Okay, but in this case I will try to show you that open source. Okay, so how we can easily use the open source tool or open source software to process the drone data freely. Okay, not need to buy any kinds of commercial software, but commercial software it also provide you the more better result. Okay, but in this case I will try to show you that free source, so any student they can easily use this type of sources, and they can easily process the drone data. Okay, so let's go.
You're also recording the class.
Yes, you're going to get the recorded class after completing the live session. You will also send you the recorded class, then you can easily get it, no problem. So first of all, drone image processing is the workflow of turning raw drone capture images into usable maps, 3D model, or analytics for application like precision agriculture or construction monitoring or mining or disaster management and environmental research. Okay, so basically we can take the drone image, just we capture. It can be PNG format or JPG format or any other format. So further we need to use this type of imagery for different types of model. Suppose we can easily generate the 3D model, we can easily apply the analytical for application like precision agriculture, we can easily apply for construction monitoring or mining monitoring or disaster management and environmental research. We can also use this type of drone data. And how I can acquisition the data. So it's very important. So we can use the different types of drone software for use the mission planning software such as DJI GS Pro. It's one kind of software, or Pix D Capture. So it's another types of software to flight planning. Okay, or drone deploy. So this type of software basically it's that your mission planning software to define the area, to define the altitude or overlay. Okay, so basically usually we take the 70% to 8% 80% overlay. Okay, and also flight path. So suppose I have a drone. So this drone I want to how I can fly, so this type of mission of planning software we are just using at the DJI GS Pro software. We can also use at the Pix D 4D capture or drone deploy. So this type of software how I can use, we need to define the area, so also altitude, or also overlap. Suppose I just use the 70% to 80%, it's commonly, and also flight path. I define the flight path on my on this software. Suppose DJI Pro, this type of software just used, but different software are just used. Then also camera setting. Okay, so we can set the current shutter speed or ISO or white balance, and a resolution you can also set, and data quality check. So ensure the good lighting data, and also avoid the windy or rainy days, and also capture the enough image for overlay. So we need to capture the lot of image for the overlay. Okay, then we can get the more better composite. So this is the data acquisition. After that we need to apply the pre-processing. Okay, so pre-processing first step is the image sorting. Okay, suppose we are just organize and rename the image systematically. Okay, suppose if you check, I will show you some example where I have some drone imagery. So this type of drone imagery, how I can set the name. Yeah, suppose you can see, yeah, this one. Suppose you can see this is the one kind of drone image. So all of drone image, you can say I just define the name systematically. So you can say 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 20. So all 35. So this is the my systematically. Okay. So this type of image, I just put the systematically name. So if you just open, suppose you can see this is the one image. This is the, then just simply check the another. Okay, just click on here. So this is the another image. Okay, so just we take this type of imagery, and it's a JPG format, and name will be systematically. Okay, all of image you can say just rename as a systematically. So after that, just a minute. So now geotagging. So after image sorting, then we need to apply geotagging. So what is the geotagging? Geotagging basically many drones embed the GPS coordinate. Okay, suppose just we are use the drone. So when I capture the image, so it just simply automatically take the global positioning coordinate. Okay, for higher accuracy, we are use the RTK or PPK sense system. Okay, suppose if you check some drone, then we simply take the GPS location. Okay, so further this GPS location help you to make the georeferenced. Okay, so some drone it's called the geotagging. So this is the pre-processing. First of all, image sorting, we organize all of image and rename image systematically. After that we apply the geotagging. So many drones embed the GPS coordinate. So when you buy the drone, you try to check this drone have the GPS coordinate embed or not. Okay, so basically it's very important. When you are just use the geotagging, then we can easily find out the georeference. We can find out the reference image. Then quality filtering. So quality filtering is the remove the blurry or over under expect image. We can simply quality, just we simply remove. Suppose I take some image, so this type image is not very, find out very blurry image, we find out. Okay, not understand, there are a lot of haze, so then we simply remove this type of image, and we are just ensure that all of image are very good quality. So all of images are very good quality, we try to ensure that. Okay, so this is the quality filtering. So in the pre-processing process, we simply sorting all of image and also put the rename systematically, then check the geotagging. Basically it automatically many drones embed the GPS coordinate for higher accuracy. And we are also using this type of system, RTK or PPK. So this type of system we can easily set on the drone, and further it automatically take the GPS location. It automatically check the GPS location, and then we can easily use it. Okay, no problem. You can easily use it, no problem. And quality filtering, so just we remove all of blurry image or our underexposed image. We simply remove again. So now photogrammetric processing. Suppose I take the image. So now this image I want to apply. Okay, just I simply make the composite. So it's called the photogrammetric processing. This is where the structure from motion SFM techniques convert the overlapping images into special data. So for that we are use this type of software. So Pix 4D Mapper. So it's one kind of software. It's commercial software. Then Ekisoft Metaface, then drone deploy, and also open drone map and reality capture. So in this case, only for open drone map, it's the open source. But Pix 4D Mapper, Ekisoft Metaface, drone deploy, also reality capture. So this four software, it's the commercial. Only open drone map, it's the open source software. Okay, we can easily use it freely, and we can simply apply for and make the processing the image using the open drone map. So in this case, I try to show you this example because others are the commercial. This type of commercial we are just use for 15 days or 7 days freely, but after that we need to buy, and it's very high expensive. So that's why I just show you this example. I hope it also okay, no problem. And then output. So basically, suppose when I just make the drone image processing, so what types of output I find out from here? So I create the orthomosaic. Suppose I have drone image. So this drone image I can easily use and create the high resolution georeference 2D map. I can easily create. It's called the orthomosaic. Suppose I just captured the image, I can easily make the orthomosaic. What is the orthomosaic? Orthomosaic is the high resolution georeference 2D map. We can easily monitor the digital surface model, DSM. We can easily monitor digital surface model as well as also digital train model, DTM. Okay, digital train model, also 3D model we can also develop. Suppose I just create the 3D model. It can be any forest area, any build up area, or any construction area. We can easily create the 3D model. After that, we can also apply some vegetation indices map. Suppose NDVI to check the vegetation health, or SAVI. So different types of multispectral sensor we can easily apply different types of formula. And thermal maps is very important. For the thermal maps, some drones have this type of thermal camera. Okay, suppose just we simply open the thermal camera, and then we can take the thermal, and thermal is very help you to identify for the temperature, sea surface temperature. Okay, so it's also open. Also there's a lot of use for the thermal. Okay, and some drone have another camera for thermal camera. So when you buy any drone, then you try to check it. This drone have the thermal camera is available or not. So it's very important. So this type of product we can easily generate from drone images, orthomosaic, DSM, DTM, 3D model, vegetation indices, and finally thermal map we can easily generate from this type of images. Okay, drone images. So now post-processing analysis. Suppose I create the composite. So now this composite we can easily apply QGIS software. We can also apply ArcGIS software, as well as we can also apply it in the Google Earth engine to analyze the output. Okay, suppose after composite the image we can easily apply. Suppose we can easily check the vegetation health monitoring, or we can also apply for change detection, or volume calculation, or flood mapping, or crop yield estimation. After creating the composite from drone imagery, then we can easily apply this type of tip imagery in the QGIS software or ArcGIS software. We can also apply Google Earth engine, and different types of analysis we can easily do. And now we can also apply the automation. Okay, it's very important. Suppose I just use the machine learning, deep learning, or cloud processing, this type of data set. So suppose I have a drone imagery. So from this drone imagery, I can easily count the tree. I can easily detect all of car. I can easily detect all of building using the deep learning or machine learning. So we can also apply the different types of artificial intelligence. So in this training, I'll also try to show you some example how we can easily count the tree. Suppose I have a drone image. So this drone image, I can simply apply the automation such as machine learning or deep learning, and then we try to identify the trees, we can identify for the car, we can identify for different types of land use land cover classes. Okay, we can also apply the cloud processing, drone deploy, or so this type of things basically it's the cloudy drone deploy. We can easily use to identify for automation or different types of car. So we also discuss later about that, but we try to use the local server, not use the cloud processing. And then WebODM. Okay, so now we talk about the open drone map, and it's called the command line interface. So basically it's an open source tool. Okay, WebODM to process the drone image and visualize. It's called the open source tool for collecting, processing, analyzing, and displaying the aerial data. We can use the command line interface and also use the user interface WebODM. Okay, so in this case we can install this thing. Suppose I just simply search WebODM or open drone map on my Google. Suppose open drone map, simply search on the Google. So now I find out this type of things. If you check the drone mapping software, open drone, and it's totally free. Basically it's the open source, we can easily use, and further we can easily processing. So if you check, this is the open source awesome drone software. We can WebODM installation option. You can also purchase the installer, but we are just use the freely. Suppose I just click on the WebODM installation option. So then you can see there we find out this type of interface. This is the user interface of the WebODM. So here we find out the dashboard, diagnostic, lighting, network, GCP interface, processing node, administration. So this is the user interface of the WebODM software. Okay, also you can see we can apply the different types of things in here, and there are a lot of things. We can create the orthomosaic, we can create the point clouds, or we can create the elevation model, then 3D model. We can also create the measurement area. We can also apply the plant health monitoring, so it's very important for the agriculture precision. We can also ground control point or contour we can create. Okay, so this type of things we can easily do using this software. So you can easily download it. Okay, you can easily download. Okay, and you can see the WebODM installer. So you can see the menu and install. Okay, so you can see WebODM installer. This installer make it easy to install. So in this time when I choose an installer, so it's simply download. Okay, and we can easily use it, but for that we need to buy. Okay, so you can see we need to buy, but in this time we are not use this. We are just use the cloud version of WebODM, because it can also purchase. It's not very high, so one time payment, just for one time we can easily get it for the one time. But previous software, suppose Pix 4D mapper or other software, we need to buy every year, we need to buy. But this type software, WebODM or open drone map, this WebODM, we just simply pay for the one time. So you can see for the Windows $64 we can apply. Okay, and this is the business version. We can use at the same time lot of people. Suppose I have a team, so just I use all of people this WebODM. Okay, easily I can easily create the team. Suppose my team member total 10 team member, they can easily use it. Okay, and but in this time it's just only for the one person we can easily use, and one time purchase, not need to purchase again and again every year or every month, not like that. Just one time we can easily buy of for Windows $64 and Mac for $99. So this is the way we can easily simply download. We can also use it, but in this time I am not showing this thing. We are just try to use the freely. Okay, but if you want to buy it, so then it's very quickly, because just only for the one time purchase, not need to again and again. Okay, so now how I can use it freely? So for that we are just applying these things. It's called the WebODM. Okay, use interface. We are just use it in the cloud, not need to download the software. For that, just click on the lighting, just click on here and go to the website. You can see, go to the website. So now and also go to the dashboard. You can see the dashboard. Here I think I already make the account. You can see. Okay, this is my account. So if you don't have account, first time you just need to create the account. Okay, and you for the account try to apply the institutional email. Okay, not the gmail.com like that. Try to use the institutional email. to use this drone map, then it will be okay, no problem. And then click on the dashboard. So dashboard, we find out this type of dashboard, you can see. So just okay, so here I just already, okay, just let me open the new dashboard. So upload your photo, or upload, you can also upload your cloud platform photo. Okay, let me open dashboard, or just a minute. Okay, so now it's opening here, you can see. Okay, so this is the dashboard. So in the dashboard we find out, okay, so welcome. Okay, we need to put, okay, you need at least 5 images. We need an image must overlap 65%. Okay, so this is the this is must be 65% overlap. Okay, and for 3D, for the 3D mapping, you need the overlap 83% of image. When you take the image, you need the overlap this image. So here I already import. Okay, just let me, okay, just let me delete my previous project. It's just I removing. Okay, so now I simply click on here, and here I already, I can see, I just click on the add a project. So you can put the project name. Suppose I put the project name, suppose drone map. You can put a name, put the description, anything. Suppose I put the first class on drone map. You can put anything, no problem. And then create the project. So now in this, after creating the project, we need to upload the image. Okay, and you need at least 5 images when you work, at least 5 images, and image overlap must be 65% or more. Okay, it's no problem. But when you work with for the 3D, you need to overlap 83%. Okay, and just we simply click on here, and now I simply upload my drone imagery, which I already downloaded. Drone image, so you can see all of image I already rename, and then simply just upload. So simply select and then open. So now if you check, we find out this type of images, and if you check in this image, it already show you the path, my drone path. Suppose you can see this is my image. So I take the one image from here. Okay, then I take the another image from here. I take the another image from here. So I take the image, this is my image, all of image, and this image is already georeferenced because I already in my drone this type of image embed the GPS location. So that's why we can easily get this type of imagery on my, you can see it already also add this type of base map. You can also change it, the base map, different types of base map, we can choose it from here. Okay, so now I want to upload all of images. If you check the option, so you can see, so different purpose we can use this type of thing. Suppose you can say high resolution. Suppose when you work with high resolution, suppose you need to create the high resolution orthomosaic, then try to use it. Or first ortho 4, then you can see the DCM, okay, digital surface model, or DTM 3D model, multispectral when you create, then volume analysis, buildings, forest. So different type of option we can simply choose in here, but in this time I choose nothing, I put the custom. But when you work, you also try to check for the high resolution, first ortho, DSM, DTM, 3D model, multispectral, you try to check to create the different things. But in this time I simply put the option custom or default. So now I simply click on the review option, review. So now it start processing. I will just click the start processing. So now you can see it will be uploaded. Okay, this all of image is automatically uploaded in our cloud software. Okay, so it also working. Just a minute, let me check the another slide. So now first we simply load our data set. So this is the workflow, okay, of the drone image processing. So first of all, load data set. So we simply load the data set. Then you can see the surface from motion. Then we need to apply the multi-view stereo. Then we need to create the meshing, then texturing, then georeferencing, then DEM processing, and orthophoto processing. So this is the systematically way we can simply apply, and further we can create the ortho photo processing. So first step, load the data set. So when you load the data set, we simply apply the load the data set with if you have some ground control position, so it called the ground control position, but it's not mandatory. When you are use the drone, this drone it automatically set the GPS location. Okay, so that's why you can not need this type. It's optional. Okay, ground control position it's optional. So you simply input the files and we can easily apply the ground control position, but it's not mandatory. And we can easily upload the different format. Okay, it can be JPG format or PNG format or TIFF format. We can easily upload. Okay, and at least 5 images you need when you apply. An image must overlap 65% or more. Okay, when you get the more better result, you need the overlap by 65% or more. And for the 3D, you need the overlap 83%. Okay, and roads location info from this data, exhibit data. So it's one kind of data. So this data is also help you to generate the georeferenced. So exhibit data. So if you simply search, suppose I simply go to the link. Okay, so then we can easily get the extensible image file format. Just simply open. Okay, it's one kind of software. Okay, so we can easily get, just you also try to download the image software. Okay, so this is the GIMP software. So this software we can find out this information basically just a minute, where is it? This information it called the exhibit. So extensible image file format we can easily get. So it provide you all of details, suppose latitude, longitude of your image. Then we can get all of those. Suppose I have this type of image. This image we can easily upload. So this type of image we can easily upload on the software. Okay, and we can easily check the extensible image file format. Okay, in the file format we can easily find out all of information such as latitude, longitude, altitude. So all of those we can easily find out from this file. Okay, and this is the software. So you can also try to download the software and then try to check. Okay, it's free and open source image editor. We can easily get all of those from here. I think it's you can also try to download. Okay, and then check the image extensible information you can also get from here. So now we just need to create the structure from motion, SFM. So in this time we simply input the images and also set the ground control position. So it's mainly your optional. Okay, not need. But photogrammetry technique for estimating the 3D object from the overlapping images using perspective geometry and on optics. And we are using the open structure from motion. We can get the camera position, disperse point, cloud, and transformation. Suppose in this case I just simply upload the images. Okay, it's also processing. You can see it's also working. So I'll show you the practical after some time because it's also working. Okay, so this is the structure from motion. So from the motion we can easily get the camera position, we can get the disperse point, cloud, and transformation. We can easily get this type of information from the structure from motion. After that we need to apply the multi-view stereo. So in this time we input the image, then camera position, disperse point, cloud, and create the dense point cloud based on the structure in the multiple overlapping images point. So it provides the dense point cloud. Then we also apply the meshing. So basically it creates the triangular of points of the point cloud. Okay, these different types of process. Then texturing. So in the texturing we simply image, camera position, or meshes, then find the best image to fill the each polygon, remove the moving object, adjust the color for different illumination and balance borders. Then georeferencing, it's very important for find out the your location. For the georeferencing, we are just use the transform, point cloud and texture mesh, and we are just using the GPS. Okay, and this GPS it's come from this accessible image information. Okay, and use the external ground control position file. So GPS, we can just WebODM interface, we can simply add the GCP mainly ground control position. So when you upload the images, you can see the suggested image and ground control position. Okay, you find out the ground control position. Okay, so you find out this type of GCM from here also. So now if you check, it create this type of images. So we find out this type of images in here. So in this image, we can find out this is that you can see it create the composite. Okay, but I have this type of images. This type of images, I simply upload, it automatically create this type of composite. So now further, we simply apply the different types of processing. Suppose create the multispectral, we can also create the 3D model. So different types of model we can generate from here. So now if you check the download, you can also download the asset without anything. Suppose download the asset, click on here. So now we can easily download this type of things. You can see we can easily download the orthophoto. Orthophoto basically orthomosaic photo, you can easily download. Okay, also point cloud we can also download from here, or texture model we can also download from here. So texture model gift form we can also download, at camera parameters, camera shoot and quality report and all asset we can easily download from here for this draw imagery. You can also view the map, view the 3D model. Okay, suppose I want to view the map, so for that just click on here. Now it open this map. So if you check, we find out, yeah, so now we find out this type of map. So this is our imagery, this is the drone imagery. So in this drone imagery, we find out this type of imagery. Okay, so you can see this is the your base map. We find out this type of base map, but this is our imagery. If you simply check the opposite, just you can see we find out, and this image is basically year of 2016. Okay, take the image 2016, we find out this type of imagery. Okay, so this is our imagery. So in the imagery, you can easily do different types of things. Suppose I want to check the plant health. Okay, so you also try to use the different types of drone imagery. So I want to check suppose plant health, click on here, plant health option. So now it automatically show you that this type of things. So which plant is more healthy, we can easily get this type of option. You can also check, suppose click on here, so you can easily, you can see the plant health. We can also check the range about that. Suppose I can simply take the healthy, I just show only for the healthy plant. So now I can see we can find out only for this type of place have a healthy plant, this type of place, and others is not healthy. So you can also decrease these things, then it show that also more. You can see this type of, we find out healthy plants, others is not healthy, we find out. Or you can simply show the full NDVI map. You can see, just click on here. So then you can easily find out this type of place is the healthy map, and you can see different types of algorithms. So it's called the VARI. So you can apply, you can see different types of indices, we can easily apply it automatically. Suppose EVI, enhanced resolution index, leaf area index. So you also try. So basically when you take the drone image for your cropland or your just take the for rice field, so any cropland, we can simply check the different types of indices, NDVI. Suppose I check the leaf area index. Okay, so now you can see it create the leaf area index for my drone imagery. So you can easily check the visualization. Okay, different way or different way you can also do the visualization. You can also change the color, different types of color you can see. Okay, suppose I want to check for,
Sir,
yeah, please.
it's also possible to download those.
Yes.
indices
So you can easily download this type of map. Further, we can also use the arc map or QGIS software to process our map. Okay, so if you find out this type of map, you can check EVI, also LAI, leaf area index. Just a minute, I take the charger. Also you can see the different types of TD, VI. So basically for the plant health, we are just use this type of index and it automatically compute it. Okay, not need to put any kinds of formula, any kinds of things. We can automatically compute it, and we are just calculate the different types of index easily. And this index help you to identify for crop health. Okay, and camera position, you can check camera position. Okay, so I take the one photo from here, I take the another photo from here, I take the another photo. So this is my camera position. Okay, when I fly the drone, then we take the photo from this type of place. Click on here, then we can easily get, you can see this is the one image, this is the another image. Okay, this is the another image. So we create the different types of image, we simply upload and then create this type of things. Okay, this is the image. Okay, and from here you can easily check the different types of your vegetation indices from here. Yeah, please.
I don't see where to export those digital surface model, digital
Yes.
elevation model.
So you can download, you can see, just click on here, then it will be export this map. Okay, so you can easily
DSM, DHM.
Yeah, so we
Where
also,
can I get the digital surface model,
yes,
digital elevation model?
yeah, we also download about that. Just a minute. It also possible. We can easily create the digital surface model. We can easily download. So this is the way we can easily use. You can see it also downloaded the tip format. So further this tip format can easily open in the ArcMap software and we can easily use. Okay, so now I hope you also get the idea how we can easily work with the plant health. So you can click on the ortho photo. So this is the ortho photo. Okay, this is the ortho photo. So this ortho photo we can also download it from here also. So for that, just click on here. You can see the export. We can simply export this RGB. So then it will be exported. This ortho photo. We can also download it. This ortho photo. Okay. So now we can also apply other option. Suppose if you click on the precision, you can see. Okay. So now we talk about the digital surface model. How we can easily create. Okay. So for that, you just click on the 3D. You can see the 3D. Okay, just click on the 3D. So now it opened the 3D view, and from the 3D view we can easily monitor the different types of things. Suppose texture model, appearance, different types of tool. You can see it automatically show you the 3D create generating. Okay, so now we find out this type of 3D view, and from this 3D view we can easily generate different types of things. Suppose first one, if you check, basically camera position, perspective and orthographic. This is the orthographic and this is the perspective. Perspective, when you click on the perspective, then we can easily move the map. Okay, we can easily move the map. And when you click on the orthographic, it just fixed. It's moved, but now it shows the orthographic position and it's the perspective position. Orthographic position and perspective position. So now if you check the camera, show the camera, so you can see I take the camera, this type of I just drone, this is my flying position of drone. So this photo, it show the cloud point. Okay, you can see it show this type of point. Just I zoom. So I take the one photo from here, I take the another photo, this the another photo, this the, so it show the camera position of my imagery. I find out. Okay, click on here, they will display about that image for this image. Okay, so now texture model. So in the texture model, click on here, so you can see the show the model, texture model. So now it's loading the texture model of your imagery. It's loading. Yes, so now you find out the texture model. You can see now it also look for the 3D. Okay, all of those you can see. We can easily get the all of those. This is the high and low surface. We can easily get the idea from here, from this texture model. And this is the without texture. and this is the texture. This is that without texture, this is the texture. Okay, and also you can see the appearance. So in the appearance, we can also point budget, and also field of view. We can also use the radius, so eye, drone, lighting. So different types of things we can also add in here, as well as also you can see the background. It show the white color, but if you want, you can also take the sky box. So now we find out the sky. Okay, sky, and then we find out this type. You can also say the gradient. So different types of background we can set, black, white, or also none. So you can also set the different types of background in here, and then also analyze the different types of 3D view from here. You can also download the 3D view from here. You can see. Okay, just click on it, then it will be downloaded. So further, you can also use it, the ArcMap or user software, and also work with that. Okay, and you can also share. Suppose just click on the cloudy share. Just click on the share, then it will be downloaded. And also you can see the quality. Okay, so high quality. So now it show the high quality, and also standard. This is the high. This is the standard. Different types of spelled quality. So we try to suppose high quality. Then we find out this type of things from here and show the texture model. So we find out, you can see. We also find out that also trees shadow, you can see. Okay, tree shadow, it also show in the texture model. And we can also create the box. So you can see it create this type of box. Okay, then also log view. So different types of option, as well as we also use some different tool. Suppose I want to measure some angle, I want to measure some distance. Click on the angle, it's the angle. Suppose from here to from here, and also from this angle, you can, so you can easily measurement this angle. So we find out in here 43.6 degree, 30.2 degree, then 100.4 degree. So you can easily measure that angle. Okay, from the drone image here, you can also measure that angle also. We can also, suppose I want to create the point. So we can also say we can also find out, we can say the altitude. Okay, or we can find out the elevation. So you can see for this type of place, we find out the this type of elevation. Okay, so it also check you the elevation for this type of point. This is the third 162.92 meter, it's the elevation. Okay, also you can see we find out the different point. It show the different value. So this elevation is that 170.50 meter. Okay, as well as we can also use this create the distance. Suppose from this point to this point, how many distance we also find out. Okay, also we can easily get this type of distance from here. Also you can see it create the this type of circle. We can also create. So you can see, you can easily create the radius and create this type of circle. So different types of measurement tool you also find out in here also. Yeah, also you can see we can also create this type of, suppose this one, this one, this one. We can also create the distance. Okay, this is the total. You can see it show the total square meter area, 298.1 square meter area we find out in this area. Okay, in this area we find out the 289.1 meter square. Okay, so this type of things you can also do in here. Also you can see this is the one kind of, it's called, just I click on here, we can easily create. Okay, so it's another measurement tool, as well